Welcome to the Tupelo City Council meeting for August the 7th, 2018. If you would stand for the invocation by Councilman Mark Whittington, and the pledge will be by Lincoln Jones, Troop 12, First Methodist Church, Tupelo.
Thank you, Mr. President, and I would like to introduce at this time Rob Gill. He's a senior pastor at St. Luke United Methodist Church. He's doing some great things over there, and he's a good friend. So, Rob, thank you for coming.
Let us pray. Oh God, tonight, may your presence fill this room with wisdom and discernment for the citizenry of Tupelo. Empower these who've been elected by their peers to be generous, to be forthcoming, to have integrity in the decisions and the discussions that will take place tonight. Keeping aware and mindful of those who are in need. And I pray that not only they, but those like myself who represent the called clergy of this community, to continue to seek to work together for the needs of the least and the lost, those often unable to help themselves. We thank you for the grace that covers all of our mistakes and sin. And we pray, oh God, that tonight good things will happen because you're in this place. Amen.
Amen. Lincoln, you come forward. Come on up, Lincoln, up in front. Face the flag.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This time I call on Councilwoman Nettie Davis to confirm or amend the agenda and the agenda order.
I move that we would confirm the agenda and agenda order as printed.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor? Proclamations, recognitions, and reports agenda. 4.1, recognition of Boy and Girl Scout. The mayor in the building.
Well, we do have one Eagle Scout here with us tonight, Mr. Lincoln Jones, but he's on the agenda here in just a second, so I don't see any others. We'll recognize him separately.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. 4.2, recognition of city employees.
There are none tonight.
4.3, recognition of Mr. Lincoln Jones.
If I could at this time, Councilman Lynn Bryan, Mr. Lincoln Jones, his father Wesley Jones, and Mr. Chuck Williams from Public Works could please come and join me. As the council is aware, mentioned yesterday in pre-council, Mr. Lincoln Jones, as part of his Eagle Scout project, really went above and beyond in a service project to make a positive impact on the city of Tupelo and the Tupelo Public School District. Councilman Lynn Bryan, of course, very involved. His father, of course, involved. And I asked Chuck to come up too because Lincoln really coordinated and did a really impressive job for a person of any age, but especially someone still in high school, of coordinating with public officials, with Mr. Dobbs at the high school, with the mayor's office, to get the assistance of Public Works, the high school, to make the project happen. And the project was a bridge and culvert to cross over.
It was we constructed a culvert to bridge a creek in the middle of the Tupelo High School campus so that we could have cross-country races.
And the result of that is that Tupelo is the only school in the state of Mississippi where you can do a complete cross-country race for the high school cross-country team on campus, and then we can finish on the Golden Wave Field. So that's pretty cool. The runners finished there at Golden Wave Field on the blue turf. So we're very, very proud of you, Lincoln. On behalf of the council, the administration, and the city of Tupelo, it's my honor and privilege to issue the following certificate of recognition to Mr. Lincoln Jones. In recognition for your outstanding achievement of earning your Eagle Scout Award, the city of Tupelo is appreciative of your project that helped give back to and improve the community and the Tupelo Public School District in such an impactful way. This is the 7th day of August 2018. Thank you, Lincoln.
Congratulations, Lincoln. Thanks for your work. 4.3A, recognition of Miss Mississippi Lane Mansour.
Well, I do not see her, so I would hate to say that I just have that impact on Miss Mississippi's, but we'll reschedule that one.
Facts are facts, Mayor. 4.4.
Amen.
Proclamation recognition of Blue and Gold Day.
If I could again ask Mr. Lincoln Jones to come join me. Lincoln, in addition to accepting the appreciation for his Eagle Scout Award, has agreed to deliver the Blue and Gold Proclamation to Principal Art Dobbs at Tupelo High School on the first day of school. So thank you for continuing to be a public servant. At this time, on behalf of the council, the administration, and the city of Tupelo, it's my honor and privilege to issue the following proclamation of Blue and Gold Day. Whereas Tupelo High School's football season begins Friday, August 9th with a jamboree, and the Golden Wave of Tupelo are recognized statewide as a Class 6A powerhouse. Whereas the Tupelo Golden Wave posted an 11-1 season in 2017, allowing only 11.59 points per game against them, and all citizens of our All-America city of Tupelo should continue their support and encouragement of these outstanding young citizens and their coaches in the quest of distinction in sports, academics, and their future goals. Whereas these student athletes have proven that they make every effort with their hard work to achieve their goals and represent our All-America city with great pride and dignity. Therefore, on behalf of the city of Tupelo, I do hereby declare this Friday and every other Friday during the high school football season as Blue and Gold Day in the city of Tupelo in honor and celebration of them blankets, and encourage every citizen of our city to wear blue and gold on Fridays to support our outstanding public school district. Thank you again, Lincoln.
.5 public recognition. Mr.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I would just like to say, starting tomorrow, first day of school, I want to welcome all the kids back to school and have a safe day of school. And also, I will be at Lundale School tomorrow morning around 7:15 doing a high five, and I hope everyone comes. Have a safe day.
Mr. Bob.
I'll be at Longhorn School tomorrow morning.
I'll be at Tupelo High School, and also I want to recognize State Representative Steve Hollins snuck in the door, sitting on the back row, but I think he's here for an item on the agenda. So anyway, I just wanted to recognize Brother Steve.
Yeah. Mr. Wiggins.
I'll be doing high five at Carver in the morning early. And I hope that all of the citizens, the parents and the children will have a great opening for the new school year. I would also like to thank the city and others who gave support to the Lee Williams Day here at the city hall, and I'm sure his relatives and family are proud of that special day. It was a very good turnout, and thanks to everybody who assisted in giving it support.
Thank you.
I'll be at Joyner in the morning.
Mayor, I'll be at Milam, and I just want to bring to the attention to the people of Tupelo, Mickey Linder will be honored by the Tupelo Football Boosters Association on Thursday night at the Ramada Inn at 6:30, and we'd like to everybody to come out and congratulate him for the work he has contributed to our youth in Tupelo and to our school system.
Thank you, President Beer.
All right, the mayor's report, 4.6. He's waiting on me.
If I could, at this time, ask Councilman Markle Whittington if you'll please come join me.
Been bad.
As everyone in the room is aware, Councilman Whittington served this past year as council president. As is tradition, with the passing of the gavel, we have a presentation for Councilman Whittington. This was supposed to have been done at the end of the retreat, and I was in charge of getting the plaque. So I apologize for not having it there at the retreat, but this way everybody at home gets to see it. But certainly want to thank Councilman Whittington for a job well done serving in the role of council president with distinction. And we had another record year of success in the city of Tupelo, and that just doesn't happen without good leadership on the council, all of our department heads and all of us working together. So at this time, in thanks and appreciation for your service as president of the Tupelo City Council from July 1st, 2017 to June 30th, 2018, I'd like to present you with this plaque and gavel. Thank you.
This time we'll close the regular meeting and open the public agenda.
I'm just getting warmed up. I'm just getting warmed up. That was.
I taught him. I taught him.
I thought that was it.
He got two gavels up here.
If I could, at this time, ask Mr. Todd Hunt to come forward. We love to state as often as I can, we just have a great group here in the city of Tupelo, all 7 members of the council, each of our department heads, all of the kind of the leadership team of the city of Tupelo working together. We've accomplished great things. During the State of the City report, I get the opportunity to brag on each of the department and their many accomplishments, and how either individuals in the departments or the department itself is recognized at the highest level in their respective field. And that's why I wanted to recognize Mr. Todd Hunt tonight. He has been named as the chairman of the Board of Regents of the Venue Management School, which is an international organization of the directors or the operation group for different entertainment venues all around the world. So at this time, on behalf of the council, the administration of the city of Tupelo, it's my honor and privilege to issue this certificate of recognition to Mr. Todd Hunt in recognition of being elected as chairman of the Board of Regents for the Venue Management School. Tupelo is proud to have you represent our city internationally and for the great work that you do. Awarded this the 7th day of August, 2018. Congratulations.
Thank you for that. The mayor wanted me to tell you a little bit about the school. Basically, we have 300 students a year come through. It's a 2-year program, and it's geared towards really entry-level venue managers. So it gives them a feel for the industry. We've got a faculty of 30 folks, and I've been on the faculty since 2013. So to get the chance to lead that group is a great honor, and I look forward to my year leading that. And thank y'all for letting me have the time to go do that. Appreciate it. Thank you.
As is mentioned, Tupelo Public School District starts back tomorrow. Each of our council members, department heads, and other officials, firefighters, police officers will be at the different schools. I will be at Pierce Street starting out, and then at Tupelo High School during the day. Of course, it's budget time. We're continuing to work through that process, and we'll begin the council hearings on that in the coming days. I wanted to just remind everyone, particularly those at home or watching online, the next Down on Main concert is next Thursday, August 16th, with headlined by Cowboy Mouth. Very fun and entertaining rock group if you've never seen them. The lead singer currently lives in Tupelo, by the way, so pretty cool to have kind of a New Orleans band, but a hometown lead singer too, so that's a pretty cool thing. Want to wish the Tupelo 49ers the best of luck as they advance to the National American Legion Tournament. They won the state of Mississippi. We were able to give them a send-off here at City Hall at 8 o'clock this morning, so we'll all be cheering for them. And Brother Steve, I feel certain that Mrs. Holland will be keeping us up to date on social media, play-by-play. Representative Holland's son, Matt Holland, is the head coach of the 49ers. Not here in the room, but in Tupelo, would like to welcome to Tupelo's, for part of the record or minutes, the Vice President, Matt Wagner, of the Revitalization Program for Main Street America, the National Main Street Center, to the city of Tupelo. We are, Tupelo, in a competitive process against, I think it was 50 or so other cities, was selected for the current, I don't know if revitalization is the right word, but the National Main Street Association is here to kind of give an overview of our Downtown Main Street Association and tell us how we can do an even better job. So while that may not be the best explanation, it's a very prestigious honor that they're here in Tupelo because of our success in trying to make us even better downtown and across the city. And with that, I conclude the report at this time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor, and I apologize for trying to rush you along. This time, we'll close the regular meeting and open the public agenda. 5.1, public hearings. 5.1A, proposed City of Tupelo budget for fiscal year beginning October 1, 2018 and ending September 30, 2019. I have several names that, but I don't know who all's here, so if we have somebody here to speak, if you would come and give your name, organization, and you'll have 5 minutes to give us an idea of what's happening with your group.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Jeff Tomlinson. I'm the director of the Lee County Library. Thank you for your time. I would like to share with you a few statistics about the library. Last year, 2,771 people registered for new library cards, bringing the total number of current library card holders to 29,499. Last year, 208,000 visits were made to the library for an average of 700 visits per day. During the month of June of this year, 18,831 people visited the library. Library patrons borrowed 175,000 items last year. This is the equivalent of one item being checked out every 64 seconds. Children checked out 66,000 items. This past year, the public computers and wireless internet were accessed 75,000 times. And since 2012, the public computers have been accessed 470,000 times. And I'm pleased to report that today we are installing new public computers thanks to grants from Toyota Motor Manufacturing Mississippi, the Library Services and Technology Act, and the Friends of the Lee County Library, ensuring that people continue to have access to reliable technology at the library. This summer, children came to the library to check out books and to attend programs in record numbers, with 413 children signing up for the summer reading program and more than 2,300 children in attendance at summer reading programs during the months of June and July. I want to express my appreciation to our bookmobile librarian, Barbara Carruthers, the members of the library's Youth Service Department, Grace Hall and Vicki Manning, and to our entire library staff for their hard work and commitment. And also to our partner organizations, including the Tupelo Rotary Club, for funding many of our summer programs through a District 6800 grant, and to all the parents and children for making a great summer at the library. And as a reminder, there is no minimum age requirement for a child to sign up for a library card. Everyone in Tupelo should have a library card, but especially children and young adults. During the past year, we also witnessed incredible growth in the use of e-books and downloadable audiobooks. Circulation of these materials in calendar year 2017 averaged 418 items checked out per month. This is a 61% increase from 2016. For the FY19 budget, I am requesting additional funds in the amount of $10,000 to buy more e-books and downloadable audiobooks. The demand for popular reading material in e-book and e-audio format is growing. As of July 5th, there were 155 people waiting to download an e-audio. There were another 160 people waiting to check out an e-book. By purchasing more popular titles and second copies of the most popular items, people will have quicker access to the reading material they want. For FY19, I'm asking the Lee County Board of Supervisors to increase their funding by the same amount to buy more books, audiobooks on CD, and DVDs for children and young adults. With your support, we're able to provide the very best public library services, open to the public 60 hours per week, evening hours Monday through Thursday until 8 p.m., and on Saturday from 9 until 5 p.m. Anyone who lives, works, or goes to school in Lee County is eligible for a library card. Thank you for making library resources available to our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Is anyone here from American Red Cross? I got a list here. I'm going to just go down it. I didn't get started well. What about the Autism Center of North Mississippi?
They had sent an email.
Okay. Regional Rehab?
Yes.
Let's see, 35 years I've sat where you sit today, but at the state level. Now, the Republicans kicked me out in the hallway, but I did sit on the Budget Committee 24 consecutive years. And we put together a $12 billion budget every year. So budgets are not easy, but I'm here today representing the Regional Rehabilitation Center, which has had 60-plus spectacular years in this community, providing services for an audiology, speech, not pathology, speech, audiology. What else, Robbie?
Speech.
I said speech. Physical, occupational therapy, and dyslexia, exactly. And we're one of the premier, we may be the premier center in the state of Mississippi and the only one like it. And we operate out of the generosity of people like the Tupelo City Council and the Lee County Board of Supervisors, and about $600,000 worth of fundraising each year. And Regional Rehabilitation Center has done that for 61 years. And Robbie Parman is the director now and is the fourth director of the center in 61 years. So I think that says a lot for it too. It's a very stable organization, and we just express gratitude today for all the efforts in the past, and we'll get on our knees, we'll sing Kumbaya, we'll do whatever we need to do to get you to support us one more year. Thank you.
Well, we want everyone at the Regional Rehab Center, we just wanted to thank the City Council, the Mayor, just the City of Tupelo for always supporting the Rehab Center. This past year, we were able to see 1,169 people there at the Regional Rehab Center. That equaled over 24,000 services. And of that 1,169, 344 people were coming right here from the city of Tupelo. And we're blessed to do that. And that was almost 5,000 services for people right here in Tupelo. And we're still, since, like Mr. Holland said, we've been around for 60 years now, and we're still not charging, nor do we charge insurance or Medicaid either. And we could not do that without the city of Tupelo's support, and we greatly appreciate it. And we'll never take that for granted. We just recently, because of your support and because of the community support, we were able to hire another speech therapist this summer, as well as another dyslexia part-time therapist. And those are two of our areas that we have the most waiting list in too. So that was a huge deal for us, and we'll be able to help more people. And what I tell people all the time, it's a really simple formula. The more the community helps us and the more support we can get, the more therapists that we can hire to help more people. We're not asking for more money, just level funding this year, but it's a huge deal for us. And please, if you know of anybody that needs our help, or if you'd ever like to come down, I know many of you have been, majority of y'all have been to our facility, but if you want to take a tour and visit some of our new therapists that we've got, we would be honored to have you there. But thank y'all so much for all you do for our community. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Robbie. Anyone else here to speak? Okay, come forward.
Hey, thank you for your time. Carlton Wall for the Link Center. I'd lined up our tenant and board member Tony Hill with the Mississippi Birthing Project to speak tonight, but her client is imminently having a baby, which is, as excuses go, a fantastic reason to not be here, and I would not switch places with her. The Link Center is a unique organization. This is our strength and our weakness. We're hyper-local. We don't have a national or regional base. We provide a broad band of services for many people and for the city, and it can be hard to stay on point for our specific message. I do want to thank you guys and the City Council and the city for its total of $15,000 matching this year. The Link Center is cash positive, but we have debt. And I am extremely biased. I would say the Link Center is a pillar of the Tupelo community. But I have the vision with many of our board that one day it will be a titan, and it would be a shame to lose it in these final years as we're paying down the last of our debt. So I'm coming to you with the same proposition we had in this fiscal year, that the City Council consider putting up $15,000, which we would match. In part, I know you guys are worried about if you fund the Link Center, which isn't in the bylaws, again, because it's a unique organization, what prevents others from asking, and I believe the match is a good solution for that, and it makes it easier for us to fundraise. In a sense, it's like you're giving 2 for 1 for letting us match a $15,000 contribution. I'll be brief, but when I say we're broad spectrum, I always like the mayor's Tupelo plan. And in just this year, since Christmas, we can go down that plan, and the Link Center has made strong contributions to the city of Tupelo. We are a natural ally for the City Council. I think your contribution this year generated serious goodwill, not just for the city, but for this City Council, and it speaks well for both parties. Going for the Tupelo, the T stands for transportation. I believe within the next several hours, Link Center is officially going to become the parking hub for the proposed bus line. We're proud to provide the office for that system. For urban renewal, we now house the MUTA, Mississippians United to End Homelessness office at the Link Center. Again, they get credit for stopping the homelessness, but we provide service in addition to a building of connecting them with the existing infrastructure and partners that they can use to make a serious dent in our homelessness problem. Public schools and public safety, we continue to enjoy our relation with Rankin and Powell, providing graduations for the police academy. We are doing better about invoicing for these. We provide a lot of these services for free, but even a moment we're proud of, but is bittersweet, the tragedy earlier this year where the White family suffered the loss of their daughter. I know many people in this room came forward together as the community to help that family and our community heal. The Link Center wasn't the final place of the funeral, but it provided at least 2 days worth of managing and helping connect that family, and there's no way we're ever going to invoice things like that, but I do believe it's a benefit to the city. Economic development, we had a We had 3 artists at Christmas in our 3rd floor of the Link Center, and now it's 8. 8 artists who have created an economic economy, including 2 local artists done well, John Armistead and Charlie Buckley, who are well known through the region for their art. The one that I can't exactly speak to is low taxes. I'm glad that's a plan of this city council and the mayor, but we can't increase the tax base. We have many tenants we're proud of, but we're especially excited about Lost and Found Brewing Company, which is now housed at the Link Center and has serious potential for growth. And then lastly, openness. We have, since Christmas, had 2 major many events, but 2 I would like to bring attention to. Link Fest, which provided free artistic and growth services for people to come by the Link Center and expand their artistic experiences, and Thacker Mountain Radio just wrapped up last week. It is great to pull them as close as we are to Oxford to put that experience in the geographic center of Tupelo, and we should be proud. Again, for your consideration, I humbly ask that the City Council consider doing what it did this year for the fiscal year 2019 and consider matching funds of $15,000 to the Link Center. Thanks.
Thank you. Anyone else here to speak? Okay. At this time, we'll have 5.1B, public hearing regarding lot mowing list. Is anyone here to speak to the lot mowing list? 5.2, citizens hearing. There are no items. I'll close the public agenda and open the regular session. Item 6, action agenda. There are no items. Item 7, routine agenda. 7.1, review, approve, reject minutes of July 17, 2018 regular city council meeting.
So move to approve these minutes.
Second.
We've got a motion by Mr. Mike Bryan, a second by Mr. Lynn Bryan. All in favor? 7.2, review, approve, reject advertising and promotional expense list.
So moved.
Second.
A motion by Mr. Jennings, second by Councilman Palmer. Any discussion? All in favor? It's approved. 7.3, review and pay bills.
Make a motion, we pay the bills.
Second.
Councilman Wigington makes a motion and Councilman Davis is second. The bills were paid today by Councilman Davis, Councilman Palmer, Councilman Jennings, Councilman Lynn Bryan, Councilman Whittington, and Councilman Beard. All in favor of paying the bill? 7.4, review, approve, reject justice assistant grant resolution.
I move we approve this grant.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Palmer, second by Councilman Bryan. Is there any discussion? All in favor? 7.5, review, approve, reject justice assistant grant memorandum of understanding.
I move that we would approve the Justice Assistant Grant Memorandum of Understanding.
Second.
Got a motion by Councilwoman Davis, second by Councilman Marco Whittington. Is there any discussion on that? Thomas, do you need to talk to any about that? Okay. We have no questions. All in favor? Is that not yours? Okay. 7.6, review, approve, reject assistance to firefighters grant. Now we're getting there.
So moved.
Second.
A motion by Councilman Jennings, a second by Councilman Wigington. Would you,
I thought we
Palmer?
did.
Councilman Palmer? Okay.
That we're not deleting that. I thought on yesterday we said we deleted.
Not
maybe.
that.
No. Thomas? This was a grant that was applied for by Terry Blizzard, our grants administrator, to the Assistance to Firefighter FEMA grant system. This is going to be for exhaust removal systems out of 6 of the 7 fire stations that are in the city of Tupelo. Thank you, Mr. Walker. All in favor? 7.7, review, approve, reject FY 2018 budget revision number 8.
Make a motion, we approve.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Wigington, second by Mr. Palmer. Kim?
Thank you. This is Budget Amendment 8 this year, and I'm sure it won't be the last one, but we're asking to amend the budget and add just a little over $19,000 to the general fund budget, $19,025. This is for insurance proceeds that we have received in connection with a wrecked police vehicle that was not due to our error or anything that our police department had done. This was an accident that was someone else's fault. We have received the insurance money, and we're asked to put that with other capital funds that the police department has and replace that vehicle, which is needed. The only other item that we're asking to amend the general fund for, which is not actually adding to the general fund cost, we're asking to transfer money in the aquatics facility budget, moving $25,000 from the supply account to the services account for utilities needed.
Thank you, Kim. Is there any question? All in favor? Thank you. 7.8, review, approve, reject final lot mowing list.
Make a motion, we approve the list.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Wigington, second by Councilman Palmer. All in favor? 7.9, review, approve, reject the transfer of bad debt.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lynn Bryan, second by Councilman Marco Whittington. Mr. Timmons?
This is a routine item that we do about every 6 months. This bad debt file will be for the coverage of the January 2017 through June of 2017. In that period, we had $33 million worth of collected dollars on that. And what I'm asking tonight to retire is $29,000. So as you can see, we've done pretty well with that. And always remember that these accounts you see in your packet, we still keep these in our database, so if they come back forward, we will collect those.
Thank you, Mr. Timmons. All in favor? 7.10, review, accept, reject minutes of June 18, 2018 Tupelo Coliseum Commission meeting.
I move we accept these minutes.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Palmer, second by Councilman Lynn Bryan. All in favor? 7.11, review, award, rescind previously awarded bid from Paul Smithy Construction for the Coley Road, McCullough Boulevard and Coley Road, West Jackson intersection improvement project, and to reject any and all bids submitted because the bids exceeded funding allocated for this project.
I make a motion, we rescind the awarded contract and we reject any and all other bids.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Wigington, a second by Councilman Bryan. All in favor? .12, review, approve, reject resolution declaring the support of the mayor and city council of the city of Tupelo, Mississippi, of the passage by the Mississippi legislature of legislation providing for the distribution to municipalities, including Tupelo, Mississippi, of a portion of the taxes collected from in-state customers by remote sellers with no physical presence in Mississippi. That's the interstate sales tax.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion by Councilman Bryan and a second by Councilman Palmer. Mayor, do you want to speak to that?
Be glad to. Thank you, President Beard. This is a part of an organized initiative by the Mississippi Municipal League to get member cities throughout the state of Mississippi to pass a similar resolution requesting the state to both tax internet sales and to also give the municipalities the 18.5% diversion as is collected on regular sales in the city of Tupelo or any other municipality throughout the state. This is made possible due to a recent court opinion of the United States Supreme Court that has said that states do in fact have the right to collect sales tax from these companies such as Amazon that sell goods online and deliver across the country. So basically, in a nutshell, asking that if packages are delivered by UPS or FedEx or whatever here in the city of Tupelo, that the sales tax be collected on those goods and that the city of Tupelo receive the same 18.5% diversion that's included on traditional sales tax. We'll send a copy of this resolution to the governor, lieutenant governor, the speaker of the House, and the appropriate chairs of the appropriate committees in both the House and the Senate of the legislature.
We've had a motion and a second. All in favor? 7.13, review, approve, reject order allowing purchase of right-of-way on Lumpkin Avenue under purchases policy for real property valued at less than $10,000.
Make a motion we approve.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Wiggington, a second by Councilman Davis. Mr. Logan?
Very briefly, when we undertook to exchange some properties with a Lanier building and some properties on Jackson and Gloucester, we also exchanged for some right-of-way on right off of Lumpkin there at the corner, at the northwest corner of Lumpkin and Main Street. And so we're going to, the project that the Major Thoroughfare Program is sponsoring is to realign Lumpkin Street with Monument Street there. And after we did that transaction, we started drawing the engineering plans, and we needed some additional right-of-way to the north on the west side of Lumpkin. And this is for purchase of that right-of-way and will allow us to save some money in relocating some utilities that are in the area.
Thank you. All in favor? 7.14, review, approve, reject resolution of intent to surplus and abandonment to adjoining owners portions of Lumpkin Avenue, Washington Street, and Stephen D. Lee Street upon completion of Lumpkin Avenue, West Main Street, Monument Drive realignment. Major Thoroughfare Program project.
I move that we would approve the resolution.
Second. Motion by Councilman Davis, second by Councilman Lynn Bryan. Mr. Logan?
Before we could put all the wheels together on this particular project, the property owners that were involved asked us to express our intent on what would happen once the intersection is realigned. And the resolution that you have before you has in map form and also in, I guess, narrative form, those actions that will be taken once the intersection is realigned to the west to line up with Monument Street.
All in favor? That's unanimous. 7.15, review, approve, reject order authorizing surplus and abandonment of real property right-of-way to adjoining owner located on Willie Moore Road.
So moved.
Second. I have a motion by Councilman Lynn Bryan, second by Councilman Willie Jennings. Mr. Logan, again.
There are two parking places, or the back end of two parking places at the Haven Reynolds Apartments. They were previously conveyed by Haven Reynolds to the Mississippi Department of Transportation for right-of-way purposes for Highway 6. once the Highway 6 project was over, the Highway Department is no longer needed. Some of the property there near Haven Reynolds and gave that back to the city. We have received a request from Haven Reynolds that we declare that surplus and give them back the parts of their parking places.
Thank you. All in favor? 7.16, review, approve, ratify, reject Fair Park Tax Increment Financing Plan Development and Reimbursement Agreement between the City of Tupelo and Maloney Development Properties, LLC. This was tabled on July 17, 2018.
Is it ready?
That, we need a vote for that to remain tabled.
I just don't take it off the table. I think it remains tabled.
Okay.
Let's start the table.
Oh, so we
don't have to vote on it, right?
Oh, no.
Okay. Study agenda number 8, no items. Executive session. Mr. Logan, do we?
The purpose of the
I need to vote.
We need to make a motion to determine executive session.
We do.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Jennings, second by Mr. Mike Bryan to determine the need for executive session.
The purpose of the executive session will be to discuss entering into a contract with attorneys to perhaps pursue a public entity's opioid litigation, and that would be an appropriate item for executive session.
I move that we would go into executive session.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Davis, second by Mr. Palmer to go into executive session. All in favor?